Alright, hello there everyone. We are back with another season of the FDL Champions Draft League. I guess it's not really champion, whatever. It's FDL, you know what I mean. There's not going to be a big animation this time because I didn't want to. I actually spent maybe an entire weekend doing that. It was only mildly worth it. It was actually fun to do, but it just took too long for just a little intro for this. It was a bit much. But either way, I actually tried recording this already, and I realized immediately that I didn't have a tier list ready. So I threw this together real quick. I realized that I didn't actually have to use like an art program for this. I was kind of using too much effort for this entirely. I can just use images we have, and boom, right here they are. They're all here on a draft tier list. I'm ready. Jesus. Whew. Sorry, I'm just thinking about how I don't want this to be multiple hours long, but I do want to talk about everything. The last one was straight up multiple hours long, maybe even 3 hours? I'm not going to check that, but yeah, it was long, to put it simply, so I think we're just going to get into it here. There's only 2 pods this season. I think there was 3 last. Yeah, there's 3 last. No, I don't know anymore. It's fine. My memory is not what it used to be. I'm already the ripe old age of 23. My life is over. There's nothing else. No, it's fine. My memory is really bad, though. We're just gonna get into it, as I was saying, with Electric's team. Alright. I haven't really looked at these teams basically at all, other than typing them in, which I honestly don't really even... Whatever. Point is, this is as almost close to a first impression as it gets. And immediately, I'm seeing some good stuff. I'm seeing some less good stuff. I like Mega Swamper Pelipper, obviously that's good. The Rotom Wash is kind of a weird addition with like what we have here. How do I feel about that? I'm not sure. This feels like it could have been a different Rotom. I don't know, it's really not the end of the world because it's still Rotom Wash and Rain. It's not going to be like that bad, obviously, but... I don't know, it feels kind of odd. Am I crazy? No, it's like fine, it really is. Like, look at the speed tiers here, nothing too crazy. It's honestly pretty good overall. Maybe a little on the slower side, but also, you know, it's a limited metagame. There's only so many fast mons that exist at all. Obviously more mons are getting added, but as it stands, pretty good speed tiers, I would say. Annihilate's fun with Whimsicott, obviously. It's a little obvious you're going for it, so there's like counterplay there, but it's not like you can... I don't know. It's actually pretty decent overall, I'd say. I think it mainly just comes down to Whimsicott being really passive when you're doing that initial play. Like, you know what the Whimsicott's going for, and you know what the Annihilate's going for, an attack of some kind, so you can play around that, you know? I don't know. Definitely not a bad strat, though, to be clear. I'm not nothing too bad there. Okay, they nerfed something about Annihilate, but I'm gonna be totally honest, I don't remember what it was. My mind is saying they nerfed Rage Fist to reset after you switch out, but I don't think that's true. I can't remember, I'll be totally honest. I don't really feel like looking it up. Look, and I'm still probably fine. I don't think they gutted it completely. It shows up every once in a while to do stuff. But no, overall it's a good team. It's good support. Obviously Vivillon, Whimsicott, Simisear even are all pretty good support overall. I think Pelipper and Vivillon kind of have a weird overlap there, in that they both kind of want to be on the field and setting Tailwind, so like they just kind of... Bringing them both at the same time doesn't do a lot for you, I guess I would say. But I guess you can click Combat Sleep Powder with Vivillon if you really need to get bailed out or something, so that's not too bad, yeah. The question is, how do we feel about this team? It's kind of weird. Hold on. I'm trying not to like hone in too much on like one little thing, but I am noticing that I feel like Whimsicott kind of clashes with Rain weirdly enough, even though it's not bad for sure. I just don't know if you'd ever bring like Whimsicott Swampert, for example. Like you always want to be having this Swim boosts, just for the Rain boost or water moves even. Like even just that is enough to go, okay, maybe we don't want to run Whimsicott a lot of the time. And it feels like kind of a waste to have Whimsicott if you're not going to be running it all the time. But even then, that's kind of a minor complaint. I don't know why we have Steelix with some of these other options, but I guess I can see something there. Like Vivillon Rage Powder with like Iron Defense stuff. Yeah, I can see it. Sorry, does Six get Wide Guard? Is that what I'm thinking of that it has? I know, some mons do. It indeed does get Wide Guard, but you also have Pelipper now I'm thinking about it, so I don't know about the Steelix pick, but honestly, it's a lower point pick, it's fine. This team is pretty solid overall. I think it has a little bit of little issues here and there. We can move stuff around. Also, this is wrong. I don't think anyone's rated D tier, to be honest with you. I don't actually think that's accurate. So there we go. I'm gonna put you in B for now. Actually, maybe we can move stuff later, depending how everyone else is looking. You know, I do like to make tier lists comparatively. This isn't just in a vacuum, like how good this team is in general. This is compared to everybody else, how good's your team, I would say. So we're gonna move on. Keep it simple, keep it quick. We're gonna move on to Jude. You know, actually, we can look at it from this angle. I don't think it really does anything, but it looks cooler too. It looks a little nicer, I would say, but actually haven't looked at the. Oh wow, detailed view. That's kind of cool. I haven't messed around with the site too much, but anyways. For now, we can move on to Jude. Keep it simple here. This seems interesting. This is an interesting one. The most obvious thing that sticks out to me immediately, like first thing, what is our Chaladon doing here? Did you just really not want Electric to have our Chaladon or something? I think I'm seeing here. We start with the rain team immediately, someone else has our Chaladon. It's like, what's going on there? And I guess there's like beat up stamina with our Chaladon with Mousehold, but that doesn't feel that real. Am I crazy for thinking that doesn't feel that real? I don't know. Unlike Annihilate, who has like Drain Punch, our Chaladon, like when they take chip, it's literally just leftovers or bust, or else they're screwed. I'm trying to think, do you have like Life Dew or anything? Not really. Might be a Heal Pulse in here I'm missing. Maybe Mega Malamar has Heal Pulse, but I don't know. Running your Mega as a Heal Pulsing mon is kind of hilarious, is all I'll say. Mega Metacham, obviously Jude shut off Mega Metacham, Jesus. Doing pretty well overall, I'd say. That's a great mon. I do think it's pretty underrated overall. Can be a little awkward to run with the 100 speed tier, especially since its priority really isn't that good. I think it only has like Mach Punch at best. Actually, I'm gonna check that real quick. I know it gets Bullet Punch, but I don't know if it gets Mach Punch. It doesn't even get Mach Punch. It just gets Bullet Punch. Damn, that's brutal. So yeah, if something's faster than you, you're kind of just screwed. I guess you could Fake Out. Yeah, no, that's fair. No, yeah, that's reasonable, actually. I think the biggest issue here is easily, you're just so frail. Like, yeah, 60-85, it's not like that bad, but it's not that good either, I'm gonna be honest. But it's not bad, to be clear. I don't think Mega Metacham is a bad mon. I think it just has its issues here and there that if you prep for, it shouldn't be that hard to take down realistically, I think. I don't know. Pretty minor issue overall, I think. Like, Sylveon's probably gonna help a lot with the weaknesses there. Especially Dark types. Or, sorry, not Dark types specifically. I'm thinking, like, Dark Ghost types specifically. Just absolutely wall Mega Metacham completely. You have to run, like, a secondary alternative move, like Ice Punch or some crap, just to hit them at all. I don't think it gets any fair... No, it doesn't get any fair moves or anything, so, yeah. Sylveon could help out there specifically. Kind of a niche point. Yeah. A weird thing here I'm noticing is that Mega Metacham doesn't really have any proper speed control unless you run non-Mega Aerodactyl, which is like kind of awkward. I don't know, with Mousehold you can kind of get away with not running speed control because you could just redirect stuff, but as I said, Mega Metacham not that bulky, probably gonna go down to some Dazzling Gleams if it was strong enough. I don't know, like I'm just thinking out loud, honestly. Not in love with the pick with this team specifically, but it's not awful. I mean, look, you have, ignoring the Mega, I'm really focusing on that really hard, but ignoring all that, we have a Torkoal, we have a Charizard, we have a Victory Bell. That's a good combo right there. That's fun. That's a good combo. Yeah. For sure, it does its job. Everything there is kind of good to be contributing no matter what. No, yeah, that works. Mega Arrow is a weird one. Because I don't really know what you're going to be running next to Mega Arrow, for example. I guess you could do, like, Mega Arrow Torkoal, Charizard Victory Bell. Yeah, okay, yeah, I guess it's a good Sun partner when you put it like that. No, I can see it now. Okay, no, I get back around on that. I'm not sold in the Mega Malamar at all. I guess you can do Mousehold Mega Malamar stuff. I'm not, like I said, I'm not sold in that even a little bit. This is a fraud mod. It always has been. I know it's 1 point. Even with that in mind, still not sold. There's even a part of me that's like, oh, maybe base Malmar would have been better for this team, but I mean, obviously Mega Malmar is better than base Malmar, but not by that much. I do feel like an item in theory could do better for it. I don't know, but mostly just yapping about this one random 1-point mon they have. Runerigus is fun, helps with the Trick Room mode that Torkoal kind of starts up. Nothing too crazy otherwise Trick Room wise, but the speed tiers are good. I would say so overall. I mean, obviously Mega Arrow is disgustingly fast. Mousehold can do some stuff there. Zard is just in the cusp of being fast, so is Mega Medicham. They're both like right there. It's like just not good enough, but they're fast. Like we can't deny they're actually fast. Like yeah, for sure. Victor Bell's doing some heavy lifting there in terms of speed tiers, because that's like one of the main ones that has like direct speed control other than Tailwind, obviously. Yeah. No, it's a good team. Once again, the Archaldon feels kind of weird, but otherwise, mostly good. That's a solid A for now, maybe even bordering S. But I think A seems fair. I like A. So that already took way too long. We're gonna move on immediately. Like Black and White. This one's fun, but not what I would call good necessarily. There's something here, for sure. Yeah, I remember seeing this one specifically. And like, thinking there's some odd picks here, but not necessarily bad ones. I do see Mega Lucius Snorlax, that's fun. I wasn't really keeping track. I don't know if anyone actually ever got that to work last season. I missed a lot of games that I wanted to watch, but I haven't really gone back and seen them yet. Been pretty busy, sadly. Even too busy to record this video, but here we go. I'm trying to see, is there anything else here that could run that? The No Guard when it go move combo. I don't think there's anything. Unless Slowbro gets guillotined and I wasn't aware of that. I don't believe that's the case. No, I think that's it. Okay. No, that's still not bad though, to be honest. It is pretty decent. You could probably do like Alakazam Hypnosis stuff. That'd be annoying. Ooh. Technically Mega Gengar could as well, but... No, actually you couldn't because it's Mega Gengar. You can't Mega both of them. Duh. Alright, no, yeah, never mind. I guess you could run Base Gengar, but I feel like that's kind of throwing at that point. I don't know. I guess there's the option there. You could run like Hypnosis on Mega Gengar, and then if you need something to go to sleep, you could like choose to Mega Evolve Hawlucha instead. But then you're running Base Hawlucha. That's even worse somehow. I don't know. No. Forget I even mentioned that. That's not real. But there's definitely some good stuff going in here. Obviously Serena's going to be great with ones like Alakazam, Mega Gengar, and Aerodactyl. They're really frail. They hate priority. They really do. Aerodactyl, Gengar, Alakazam despise priority. Sucker Punch. Oh. Yeah, no. Serena's going to be great in that matchup. I'm not going to lie. If they were running against strong priority mons, that is, I should say. No, yeah, that's a good pick with these mons in general. No, I can see it. Mega Electros is interesting. I would have loved to see a ground type on here of just any variety. Just so you can click Discharge with Mega Electros, who really likes Quick Discharge. From my experience, I've used it a bit actually. Was pretty great. Honestly, really good Disquake mod. Jeez. Unless I'm missing something obvious, is there a Lightning Rod mod I'm missing? No, I don't think so. No, I didn't think it was. Okay, well, whatever. Look, I don't think Mega Electros is bad, I just think it's not great at clicking, like, T-Bolt. It feels kind of lame, clicking T-Bolt when you could be clicking other stuff. I don't know. Otherwise, good team, I will say. Trick Room mode, Snorlax, Slowbro, could be fun. Nothing too crazy, but can definitely work. Like, you can have Trick Room early game, then you can kind of, like, clean up with the other mons late game. I can picture that, for sure. Slowbro obviously can only be fake-outed, but you can use Serena to protect against that. That could work pretty well, in fact, I would say. Obviously, Incineroar doing Incineroar things. I really didn't even, like, process it being here just because it's so ubiquitous. Like, yeah. Incineroar is great, obviously. And obviously, yeah, Mega Gengar and Incineroar, even better, is great, because you can trap people really well with them, too. So, yeah, no, that's pretty viable, let's say. I would say it seems missing something. I do think it needs a ground type for sure. Like, that'd be great to have, I think, but not a necessity, I suppose. It's just like a thing. I do love a good ground type on a team, like, seriously. That gives points. I am biased, to be clear. I've said this before. I'm biased. This is for fun. I'm not trying to insult people who build a team that I don't like. Like, if I don't like your team, that's, like, not an insult. I just don't like it, is all. Honestly, prove me wrong. I've said this before. If you think your team's good and I don't agree, then prove it wrong. Win the whole thing. That'd be cool. Yeah. But I do think this team needs a ground type pretty badly. Speed tier is pretty good though. I'm not gonna lie. Like it actually does work pretty well. I wasn't really thinking about it at the time, but yeah, these are great speed tiers. Yeah, for sure. As it stands, S tier. No, I'll do it. Yeah, that's a good team. I'm a big fan of this one, honestly. Obviously, a bunch of little issues here and there, but I think overall it comes together. It's using cohesion, I would say. That's the best way to put it. A lot of mons that want to be on the field. You kind of want to use everything here, except for Altaria, but who cares? It happens, low point mons, you know, yeah. But I do like when a mon always has a reason to want to be on the field. Like some teams, they'll just have a mon that it feels like kind of just threw in there. Not throwing shade in particular directions, but there is kind of just a Steelix on this team. Just for example, that's just the first thing that came to mind because we were just looking at your team. But I don't like the Steelix pick at all, is what I'm trying to say. So seeing a team that is like almost entirely cohesive, and then also a Terry here who has a role, whether or not it's like amazing at that role, it kind of does its job though. Like it's anti-weather, it can set Tailwind at a pinch. It can do its job for sure. Not a great mon though, I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely a low point mon. It does it though. Unlike Steelix, who is overlapping with a bunch of roles with a bunch of other mons, and it's just kind of there. Anyways, let's move on to Kid. This team's obviously good. Let's be honest here, this team's really good. A lot of good mons here. Mega Gardevoir, Mega Kingsgon, for example. Even with Hydreigon, this whole core here is so good. I love these three mons together. What a great combo. It almost makes me want to like give minus points because it's kind of boring, but I mean, if it's good, it's good, you know? I feel like that's not really fair. Yeah, for sure. Like, to be clear, it's not even... It's obviously good. There's no doubt there, it's good. I'm just kind of looking at this like, oh yeah, Mega Gardevoir, yeah, okay. Aegislash, Hydreigon, like, yeah, of course you draft these mons. Why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? They're like, yeah, it's so obvious. And I don't want to not... It's not all about the creativity, you know what I mean? A draft can be good without being creative, for sure. We'll get to those kinds of groups soon enough. But yeah, no, I do think this team works overall pretty well. Obviously a little Sun mode here with Vileplume, Ninetales, even Genlord kind of do stuff there. That could be fun. I'm trying to think of what else you would run with Sun here. Nothing really, but you'd have Gyarados is fun, Mazel's fun. Obviously, just having two Megas, they're both really good Megas, can do some wonders, honestly. I genuinely think that. Just both these mons, you can run whatever you want with these two, and honestly it'll probably work well. Except Gardevoir's pretty normal, I would say. It's kind of hard to run like weird stats with main Gardevoir because it's just such a standard mon. Dual stabs, maybe Trick Room, Protect. You know what I mean? Like that's the set. Maybe throw a Calm Mind in there. Ooh, wow, Calm Mind. Wow, thanks. Really cool. That's kind of all it does. You know, a lot of these mons are kind of like Aegislash. At least can run mix sets. You know, Hydreigon can do like crit builds sometimes. There's at least some, but Gardevoir is very one note. It's fine. If it works, it works, you know. I'm not gonna harp on it too much. I think I'm rambling a bit here. Good team though, I will say. Like, once again, I don't want to discourage picking safe and good options. I almost want to give minus points, but I'm just gonna put it in S. It's fine. It's fine. Don't have to harp on that too much. It's really not that big a deal. KD. Really? That's KDC? Seriously? For real? That's KDC? No, that's Kid. I see why I was so confused there. Am I crazy? Is this the right team at all? No. What's happening? What's going on? I'm so confused. What's going on here? What's going on? I don't know what's happening. Okay, I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna be right back. I literally don't know what's going on. I like ruined the whole setup somehow. Give me a second. I'll be right back. I fixed it now. I don't know why that freaked me out so much. It really wasn't that complicated, but it was just the wrong spot. We're doing Katie's team later now. Sorry. Anyways, Sloth Diesel, the person who is actually in this slot instead of Katie. Don't worry. Everything is in order, correct? Yes. Alright. Let's take an actual look at this team now instead of having a little mini panic attack. It's fine. Mega Raichu, Mega Dragonite. Pretty fun Megas to run together, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of do different things overall, even though the special attacker is kind of hard. I don't know how I feel about the Mega Dragonite in general. It's not a bad pick for sure. I honestly think it runs physical sets better, weirdly enough, even though it's like obviously not the same as normal Dragonite, but there's something there for sure. Even just the extra base speed is really nice against certain teams. Maybe not every team, but yeah, for sure. Once you get a D-Dance up, you're kind of like faster than most things. Not Garchomp, for example, but let's not worry about that. Ninetales Alola, obviously amazing support for any team, especially like Goldango. That sounds great. Goldango is Skill Villain with a Ninetales lead at the start. Oh, yes please. Yes please. But honestly, there's some fun stuff on here. I like to see them a lot, actually. It's kind of... I don't know how I feel about Surledge on the team. It's not bad, for sure. Like, to be clear, not a bad one. It just, I don't know, it feels like a little clashes a little with some of these other picks. But it's a strong physical attacker. It does its job. We can't deny that. Curious to see how they will activate weak armor, in theory. I don't even know how... You don't have to actually actively go out and activate it. I'm just theorizing about that right now. Like, you could do Aqua Jet Torpedo. It doesn't really matter, because you're not getting the weakness policy, obviously. Not really a thing to worry about, honestly. Kind of just hits hard and uses physical Fire Ghost moves, that's it. Gets Shadow Sneak at least, I'm pretty sure, so that's nice. But either way, Goldango is like the special version of that, basically. Ooh. Are we relying on Dragonite for speed control? I think we are. I mean, okay, Mega Raichu Y and click, my bad. Zap Cannon and paralyze people for sure. Unless I'm misremembering how this works. No, yeah, that's what I thought it did. No, yeah, that's about right. Okay, yeah, fair enough. I guess that's speed control. I wouldn't really ever think of it like that, but I guess that works. You give an Icy Wind with Ninetales and Milotic. I don't love that, as they're like only like main speed control options, and like having a weird fake Trick Room team with Weirder. Like, a lot of your mons are naturally fast, but if you run into a team with, like, Prankster Trick Room, you're kind of just gonna get blown past. It feels like. I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Yeah, Not unworkable, to be clear. Just kind of seems like a weird little thing not to have. Like, proper Trick Room setting. Or Tailwind setting, I mean, sorry. Dragonite, it works for sure, but I feel like it could be doing better things with its time, almost. In a pinch, though, you could definitely set Tailwind with it, and obviously these have to be control. I don't know. I think the team otherwise, other than that, like, big thing, is pretty good, to be honest with you. That does feel like a really big flaw, I'm not gonna lie. It really does. So I think with that in mind, I think it has to go B tier. Sorry, I mean, Ugh, but it's so good otherwise. That's like the one flaw it has. But it's such a big flaw. Speed control is such an important thing. You can't just ignore that. Like, I mean, like I'm saying, it's there. It does exist. It's just on Mega Dragonite, who you don't want to be using your Mega Slot to click Tailwind. Am I crazy? I don't know. I guess you can click... Like, you can not Mega and just use Inner Focus, but then you're 80 speed now, so you're even slower than you were before. But yeah, I mean, like, you're not that fast already. I guess that's, like, fine. Okay, you know, no. A tier. You're going in A tier. Slap Diesel seems going in the tier. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm kind of mixed up on that one. I might change that later, but I think for now, that's fine. It's A tier. That's perfectly reasonable. It's just speed control, man. Everything else I like, genuinely. Everything else. Every other thing. Whatever, man. It's fine. Alright, moving on. Oh, no ground type, by the way. I realize that right now. But also, it doesn't feel as impactful, even though it is impactful. Like, you have good stuff. You got Milotic, you got Masquerade, you got Scovone. This kind of stuff can kind of help with ground types. Not exactly with Scovone specifically, but you know what I'm saying. But you can't deny there is a weakness there to ground that I think might be an issue, depending on what you're running, I guess. And it does kind of help. It's not that strong, though, so I feel like unless it's like a 4 times effective hit, it's not really going to do much. In the short term, I guess I should say. I don't know. Like, it's definitely not unworkable, but there is definitely a ground weakness to be mentioned there. It doesn't knock it down a tier, but it's closer to. It's close, I'll tell you what. You know, we're just going to move on to Anti's team. Now, this team, is fine. Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, I don't really... It works, for sure. Obviously, Megazord, Venu, obviously a great combo there. Hatterene helps with like a mini Trick Room mode you have going on with kind of with Gudra, kind of with Pex. They're not really offensive in any way, so it's kind of awkward to take advantage of that, but I guess Scrafty can do some stuff there. No, that's true, yes. Biggest Scrafty's definitely legit in Trick Room for sure. Is that 58 or 68 speed? I think they buffed it to 68. Yeah, it does go to 68 for some reason. I don't know what they were thinking with that one, I'll be honest. But yeah, they did in fact boost Scrafty's speed by 10. Very helpful, thanks game. Thanks Game Freak, very much what we wanted. Anyways. Otherwise, Trick Room, like, it's not bad for sure. Need a little more firepower on this, like, potential Trick Room you have going on here. Like, Hatterene otherwise is kind of just here. If you're not clicking Trick Room, you know, it's not a very good mon otherwise, I think. To be clear, pretty good at setting Trick Room, honestly. I actually quite like that one a lot. But it doesn't really do much that I'm seeing that's, like, too crazy otherwise. Its damage is alright, its bulk is decent, but not, like, amazing. That HP stat is really letting it down, I think. Unlike Pex, who has ridiculous bulk even with that HP stat of 50. But definitely a different case there. Pex is interesting on this team. It's fine. It does its job. Fixed wide guard. Cool. If I don't know. Yeah. No. No. Kingstone's fine. I definitely think it's a little bit of an overlap with Scrafty. And Sableye, too. Like, yeah, it's kind of interesting to see those two together. But it's definitely a headstone role overall, I'd say. Like, Inner Focus to click Fake Out is cool. And then you don't have to let Sableye sit there and click Fake Out instead of another move at one moment to click. Just even screens. They could probably want to do that more. Or Wisp. You know, yeah. I can see the logic there, at least. Like, yeah. I would love a redirector on this team. I feel like Gudra really wants redirection, unless I'm wrong, unless I'm missing something obvious. I guess you have Life 2 Hatterene. That does get Life 2, yeah. I'm like pretty darn sure. Yeah, no, it does, yeah. And Heal Pulse, I believe, as well, but Life 2 is overall better, I think. Decent mon, I would say, but yeah. I think if you're gonna run Gudra, you need a teeny bit more support, but it's not because it's like unplayable as it stands, it's just kind of awkward. It's you kind of like Fake Out cycle with like Sableye, Mega Scrafty, Kangaskhan. Yeah. There's something there. Obviously, Garchomp's great. Megazard, Garchomp, Rotom-Fan, those are a great little combo there. Just to be clear, this isn't a bad team, I just, how do I feel about this team? It might just have to be S. I think it might just have to be S. It doesn't feel like it relies on speed control as much as this team up here, for example. Especially because it has, like, Zard and stuff to like at least do something there, and then Sableye has Quash, so yeah, that's cool. Garchomp's obviously pretty naturally fast, but it's not the speedster or anything. It loves to run Scarf though, so yeah. That's a whole other thing, to be honest. Some of these ones are just bulky and trade for speed, which it does work out, I think, overall. Feels a little bit more solid, I think, than the previous team, so I think this is just flat S tier. By the way, these are just kind of random, the icons I'm using here. Obviously they're associated with the person in mind, but some of them I couldn't find one easily, so I just went, okay, throw this one up here, that works. But yeah. For now, that will be Anti's team in S tier. I do think it works. Genuinely not a bad team at all. I just am a little critical, maybe, at times. Now here's a team. I don't know how I feel about this team. I like it. It's just it's out of my comfort zone, if I'm being honest. It's slow. Oh, what the hell? No. That's probably the biggest thing here. It's slow, man. Like, it's not the slowest team ever, but definitely for sure, but I don't know. I'm just not used to it. It's just odd. I think Mega Slowbro is great. I'm going to be honest. I think that thing is a sleeper. It's not the best one. It's definitely pretty one note, I would say, but yeah. Obviously, Mega Mile disgusting. Sinistcha disgusting. I'm shocked I got Sneasler. I'm going to be honest. This is round 3 Sneasler, by the way. I don't know what happened there. I had Salazzle on deck. I was like, okay, I'll take Salazzle. That's fine. That's like basically Sneasler, but a little worse. Just kidding. I got Sneasler. Okay, sure. Why not? So that's fun. I mean, I'm certainly not mad by any of my picks here. Should be fun at the very least. I don't know if it's like the best team ever, but I think it should be fun. Because I'm not that like super duper overconfident in it, even though it does seem enjoyable to run, and I don't think it's like necessarily bad. I'm not 100% sure I'm going to know how to play it, so with that in mind, I'm just going to find myself an A tier. Like, yeah. I think if it was more my kind of comfort zone team, I'd be more willing to put it S tier, but It's kind of missing that kind of like just fast mons thing. Should be interesting though. I really wish AB existed, but whatever. It's fine. Anyways, next team, Young Armor's Glue. Their profiles, their team icons are really funny. This team's fun. I don't know. Definitely trick room oriented, obviously. Photograph King Gambit, Mega Cam Wrapped. That's honestly a great trick room core right there. Even you can run Prim alongside that. Galade's actually a decent setter when it comes down to it. Not the best, obviously, but it honestly can get away with it more often than you'd think, especially if they're expecting offensive Glade purely. I think it's not too bad. Although obviously you have Photograph, you're not gonna be doing that often in theory. I'm like, yeah, duh. But I'm not sure what the Meowstick is doing in this team. I mean, setting screens, obviously, right? But I don't know. I feel about that thing. It's kind of just there. Compared to all the other ones that feel very intentional and good, I'm just kind of like, whatever. Meowstick's also here. Also, Malamar is also here, but Malamar is a singular point, so I can kind of justify that more. You know, I mean, how do I feel about Staraptor? I do think it's funny to click Final Gambit turn 1 while Photograph clicks Trick Room. I think that's hilarious, but I don't know if that's good. I literally don't know. Is that good? I mean, it's kind of predictable, I suppose. Like if I see Photograph Staraptor next to each other, that thing's dying. That thing's clicking Final Gambit. I know it is. Like, it's almost certain, so I don't know if I'd call it a 50-50. I feel like it's just like, you gotta click that button no matter what. Because it gets Intimidate off. Photograph can't be hit with anything, because I think Metal Orb does exist, yeah. I'm like, I'm not, no, I know it does. I don't know, I'm not looking that up. I know it's in there. Mental Orb is a thing, so you run Mental Orb for Graph, you get an Intimidate off so they can't kill you anymore. Then you click Trick Room for free, and then you Final Gambit. Now you have 2 Trick Room mons in the back that can wipe their team. Simple as that, really, I'm gonna be honest. I think Photograph could even set Sunny Day for a Mega Camera Up or something. Or you can just click Helping Hand. You don't have to overthink it. I'll be honest, I'm pretty sure it's gonna get Sunny Day. Most ones do, yeah. But you can also just click Helping Hand, like, don't overthink this, just click the button. There's next to no reason not to. It's like such a free option. But then that's gonna be scary. Mega Camera Up, like late game, is gonna be super scary with this team, or with this team, I should say. I like it. I like it overall, I'd say. Mega Raichu's X is kind of cool tech. If you're not running slow, you can kind of run Mega Raichu. I'm kind of thinking this mon sucks. I've used it a bit. It was pretty bad. I'm gonna be honest. Like, to the point that Mega Electros was doing better than Mega Raichu on the team I was running, but it's not unusable. Electric Terrain, like, you can stop sleep. That's like a pretty good niche for this thing. Just disable sleep entirely. You don't have to worry about sleep anymore when this thing exists. Like, it's not bad, for sure. I just... I don't know. I think your team has a lot of physical attackers already, so it's kind of not really treading any new ground, I guess. Yeah, what do we have here? We have Prim, we have Photograph, we have Mega Camera Up, and that's kind of it. Like, Meowstick's not a special attacker, guys, come on. It's not an attacker. Like, you should be running a singular attacking move so that you can do any damage to that mon that has Focus Sash. Like, that's it. That's the purpose of that. As it stands, I don't love the Mega Raichu pick. It's not a bad mon for sure. I know I was complaining about how it's bad, but it's not that bad. It's functional, it does its job. But I think it feels like something better could be slotted in there. It's really the main thing. Especially because it's a Mega slot. Like, that's a Mega slot you're using on Mega Raichu. I feel like it's like, eh. I feel like there's something better. But maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm missing something obvious. I'm not seeing it if it's there, but I think I might be missing something obvious. Yeah, that's probably the biggest flaw with this team. Otherwise, it's actually quite good, I would say. Yeah, really, no, it's actually quite good. Just the guaranteedness of this Trick Room is, like, terrifying, honestly, to run against. So with that in mind... SRA, what are you feeling? That Mega Raichu is really the limiting factor here. Not even that's bad, just that I don't know what to think of it. I literally don't know what to think of this one. Its speed tier is weird, its stats are weird, its move pool is weird for running physical, like you have Volt Tackle and that's it. Like, your other physical moves suck, I'm just gonna say it, they're not good. They're bad, they're really bad. Knockoff, you have Knockoff, that was the one move I did run with it. Other than Fake Out, and I think there was another move or something, I think, yeah, Fake Out, Knockoff, Voltaic might have been Nuzzle. I could believe Nuzzle, but you're running your Mega to click Nuzzle? Like, come on. I guess you can run Volt Switch. Like, that's a thing. I guess. Look, I'm trying to think of reasons here. I really am. I'm trying to give the benefit of the doubt. This isn't a bad mon. I really don't think it is. But it's just so weird. It's a weirdo mon. I hate this thing's stat spread. How dare you make a Raichu Y this like pinnacle of special attacking and like speed, and you just give Mega Raichu X. You're like, haha. Wouldn't it be funny if we gave it bulk? Dude, this isn't bulky. 60, 95, 95 is not bulky when you're clicking Volt Tackle, dude. This does half your health every time you use it. This is not bulky. Whatever, dude. I wish I just did this and moved on. Like, seriously, just give this to this stat and that would be it. That would be all you need to do and no one would complain. Genuinely. I mean, people would call it boring probably, but it would be better if you get better mon. Like, I don't know. Look, whatever, man. It's a good mon. I can't do it. I can't put it in A. I can't. It's too good. It seems really good, I'm not gonna lie. I just had to do a rant about my Raichu X because I don't like it as a mon, conceptually, but whatever. Okay, Pikachu. Moving on. That took way too long. Seriously, that took forever. Just for like, I wasn't even talking about the team. I was talking about the mon, and that was it. Okay. Pikachu's team. I haven't really looked at this one at all, really. And looking at it now, I don't know how to feel about it. Best Vision's good, obviously. There's obviously good mons on here, but it's weird. I would say it's weird, for sure. You kind of have like a Fairy Dragon Steel Core going on, but it's like really weird because the Fairy type is all creamy, and that's not a real Pokemon. No, I genuinely... Alcremie is so bad. I don't like Alcremie, I'll just say it. Alcremie's really not good. These stats aren't unusable, to be clear. I'm not even saying that. It's just move pool is so pitiful. You get grass moves, fire moves. Oops, that's it. Psychic isn't real coverage. Like, technically it is. Yeah, you beat Fairy type, or you beat Poison types. Just kidding. They're faster than you and they hit your physical side more often. Like, seriously, I don't know. Even with the 65 HP is really limiting your special bulk, I feel like. I don't know. It's not a bad mon. I really don't think. Once again, another mon that has a good... Funnily enough, another mon that blocks sleep and like has like weird weaknesses here and there that I just don't really like that much. Both have just kind of mid move pools. Like this thing, special wise, Mega Raichu's got a great move pool. Well, not great, but it's definitely functional. Physically, Mega Raichu's move pool is like bad. Am I crazy? It's bad. I don't know. Something about these moves being special attacks instead of physical attacks make them so much better. I can't really describe that, but it is accurate, genuinely. I don't know. Once again, I somehow got back to Mega Raichu. Stop. Alcremie on this team is fine. It truly is. I'm trying to picture like what a lot of these ones are doing, and it's like a functional team. Like even just these like first like 5 plus Mega Garchomp, you could probably run like most of your teams just that, and it'd be fine. To be honest, like that would be perfectly functional. Rotomo loves being paired with Sand. I see the vision. I just don't know why exactly. Like why is... I guess it just beats the water types, right? Is that it? Is that the only reason? Like I have never even questioned that. Like why does everyone Rotomo on Sand teams? I get... like I logically can intuit that makes sense, but I don't really get the reason that well. Because if it's literally just to beat water types, like I guess that works. But it's so common, I don't know. Really not that big, not that important, but I did notice that. Rotomo, Arcanine, Corviknight, these are like Sand staples. And I only kind of get it. Either way, this team is good. But also there's a Mega Meowstic here. And I don't dislike Mega Meowstic. I don't. It's just bad. This is not a good one. Like it's strong. Coming off of like Psychic and Dazzling Gleam. Oh, don't forget Shadow Ball, my bad. It does get T-Bolt, like yeah, alright. It's a little better in Draft for sure, where it's not like directly outclassed by Mega Alakazam, but even with that in mind, I'm not a huge fan of this one. I'm not a huge fan of Mega Alakazam in general, like I don't know. Not awful for sure, but look at these stat comparisons, man, it's like night and day. It's like literally just boom boom versus boom boom. It's simple as that. It's just like 10, what is that? Oh my god. Oh my god. It's 32 more points of special attack? That's ridiculous. Where does Mystic make up for it? Nowhere. It's actually 40 points down by default. Wow, they really just were trolling with this one. That's crazy. Trace, dude? What are you talking about? Trace? Why did you give this thing Trace? That's just mean. That's just mean. Alright, whatever. I could rant about the new megas for like a long time, I'm gonna be honest. I hate them. Like, conceptually there's a lot of cool ones, but in practice their abilities are so boring. They're so boring. Wow. No guard lecture. These are probably the better ones, actually. That was like kind of that wasn't really fair. These are probably the more interesting ones overall. In terms of like changing their role in the game, the two Reshies actually do have pretty unique abilities. I'm not going to deny that. Obviously, Starmie, pretty good example of one that has a good new ability. Delphox is just so there. Like, whatever. Sure, yeah, I guess that's cool. It's so boring though. Like, it works. It does. It truly does. But I'm gonna fall asleep, man. Levitate. Dude, I sleep. I am snoring. I am asleep. So boring. Floet's at least kind of cool. No, Floet's cool. No, for sure. This one's super annoying, but it's not because it's mega is boring or something. Alright, whatever. Once again, I could probably rant about this for a long time. We're just gonna move on. What ranking is this team getting? I don't love the Arankaroo. It is a good Trick Room setter for sure. This team just feels kind of fast. Which is like silly because it's not a fast team, to be clear. This is not a fast team. Look at how silly these mons are. That's not a fast team. But it feels fast for Trick Room, I guess I would say. Who's the 48S? Ditto. Yeah, that's not real. That's not your stats, bro. But other than that, everyone else is like kind of quick. If you run into like actual Trick Room mons, you're kind of cooked, right? I don't know. But Arankaroo, I mean, it does this thing. It clicks Instruct like that. That's an option for sure. I don't know. Do you run Telepathy just so you can run spread moves like Earthquake repeatedly? I guess you would, right? Like, why wouldn't you, right? Yeah. I don't know. Anyways, this is just, you know, I'm just gonna give it an A. I'm not in love with it, but it's certainly not bad. Like, there's a lot of good traits, mostly these ones. These are the good traits. Also, Mega Garchomp is here. Definitely your best Mega here. I don't really like Meowstic that much, but its stats are good, but they could just be flat out better, just directly. There's a direct one that compares to it better. I'm sure it's a points thing. Like, you probably would rather have Mega Alakazam, but because of the points difference, you couldn't get it, which is understandable. That's just how it is. But no, I think A is fair. I really do. We're gonna move on because some of these just keep talking. Katie, finally, we've made it to Katie. I don't want to give him any credit because there is some differences in this team. Yeah, I mean, like, okay, yeah, fine. It is a little bit different than normal. I'll give you that. It's not literally the same team as last season or something. But no, it's fine. It really is. I do like this team. There's some good traits on here. Mega Staraptor's fun. I don't know how functional it's going to be in this, what you have set up here. Lightbird should be good with it, though. No, yeah, Lightbird should work. It gets Screech at the very least. It should get Charm. I can't type. Jeez. Will it get Charm? It does get Charm. Okay. No, I mean, okay. It definitely gets Screech, although you do have to risk missing Screech, which is funny. That's so funny, to be clear. That's hilarious. Let's get Tickle. I never really thought about that. Not seemingly. It does get Fake Tears, though, so that's fun. Oh, yes, look at my awesome moveset here. Fake Tears, Charm, Screech. Wait, that's hilarious. That sounds not good, but I almost want to run it or something. That sounds hilarious. Oh, double team. If you could use that on an opponent or on a teammate, that'd be so evil. Okay, yeah, but no, seriously, that is a really funny concept for a moveset. It's just literally just boost the Staraptor stats and die. That's all you do. That's your job. Does this thing get fake out? It does, yeah, I thought so. Okay, no, I mean, that's something. Prankster, you know, it's fun. Lightbird's kind of a weird one. I don't really think about it a lot as a mon. It's just so notably outclassed by all the other Prankster users, but it does have most of the stuff you need. Like, it doesn't have Reflect Light Screen, does it? No, I didn't think so. Just to be sure, no. What other status moves do you even run on this thing? T-Wave, sure. Taunt, sure. Encore. Ugh. I hated seeing that. I'm so sorry. I wasn't familiar with your game, Liper. I didn't know you had Encore. Ew. Copycat's fun, though. That could be fun, actually, yeah. I see it, for sure. I thought the whole thing disappeared. I thought it was gone. Otherwise... Mega Delphix is good, obviously. Diggersby is good, obviously. That's a cool combo. Diggersby, Mega Delphix. That's kind of fun. I would love to see some proper speed control here. Like, I guess Staraptor clicks Tailwind, but once again, you're clicking Tailwind on your Mega, so it's kind of bad. I don't know. Am I missing something obvious? Am I in fact missing something obvious? I don't think so, but... You know, who's to say, really? Oh, my bad. Everyone has like, freaking nothing. Wait. Wrong team. I was so confused. Like, who had Tailwind? Like, nobody. Like, I missed it. I lost it. Yeah, Decidueye gets Tailwind. That's true. I kind of forgot about that. But, I'm not super sold there, if I'm being honest with you. These mons don't click Icy Wind. That's not real. Technically, Staraptor can click Tailwind. Technically, Decidueye can click Tailwind. You don't want to, though. Like, you don't want to do that. And I don't think this team's really that bulky, really. No, not really at all. Are you just clicking Redirection and, like, praying? Like, I don't know. Okay, I guess the mons aren't that slow, but they're not that fast either. I don't know. That does kind of put a big damper on that, I'm not gonna lie. What would be nice is if this got Quash, but it doesn't. Nothing gets Quash anymore. It's just Sableye. That's the only relevant one that gets Quash. It's kind of odd. I didn't really think about that too much, but yeah. Okay, well, either way. Fascinating that, what's his name gets it? Tinkaton? That's interesting at least, but no. Wow, this team really needs speed control, like, badly. This one does too, but it feels more, like, bulky overall, so I feel more justified in giving it A. I don't know. I know I maybe am a little hypocritical at times in some of these teams, but it really is just vibes-based. If I see your team and I go, oh, it doesn't have any speed control, but it feels, like, bulky enough that to really get away with that, I was like, yeah, okay, that's fine. You can click Trick 'em on this team too, it's not like amazing or anything, but it functions. This one, on the other hand, not really a truly viable Trick 'em mode, it doesn't feel like. At least to me, unless I'm missing something obvious. Not really, no. Yeah, even like, if this team's Trick 'em mode is bad, this one's like super bad. Like, no, you're not running that. And once again, I don't really want to see Mega Staraptor clicking Tailwind, man. I don't know, am I crazy for that? I don't think so. If all you have is Liepard clicking Thunderwave, that's like kind of sucks. That sucks. So with that in mind, A or B? Because the team otherwise, other than the obvious speed control, is pretty good. Who is the person who had like bad speed control, but it was still a good team otherwise? None of y'all. Was it you? It might have been. No, you have Aerodactyl. And not really all. You have Hydreigon and stuff to do, stuff like that. Who was that? I'm like forgetting. I'm kind of spacing out. Might have been Sloth, which I think gave A over some deliberation. Yeah, I think it was. Okay, A seems fair. A seems fair with that in mind. Alright. We're moving on to draft number 2. We're making good time for once. That feels good. I'm not spending actually 2 hours on the first draft and then make the second draft. Like, jeez. So first off, we have Stax Rigatoni. I think I did get a good look at this one before. Honestly, it's pretty good for sure. How do I actually go with this? Mega Arrow, obviously, pretty good mon. Hydreigon does this job too. Who are you using next to Mega Scoville is the question I would wonder. I don't know. Like Blaziken, I guess? Hydreigon, like sure, yeah. Palafin, I suppose. Huh. I would love to see like one more mon with a good like switching move. Like her Dragon is U-turn, I guess. Palafin flip turn, obviously. Does Arrow get U-turn? No, I don't. No. That'd be kind of crazy if it did, honestly. I feel like Blaziken gets U-turn, but I just feel like you never ever see that, because why would you run that? But do you think it does get U-turn? I can't remember though, to be honest. No, it does. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay, that's something, I guess. Volt switch on Morpeko, obviously. Morpeko? Peko? I don't know. I guess it's Peko because it's like peckish. Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, with Palafin and Mega Scovillain, I want to see like one more, like, kind of not redirector, pivoter, you know, like that kind of stuff. That would be nice. It's not necessarily what you need for sure. I just, the Fairy type's kind of fake in this like Fairy Dragon Steel Core. Feels like, not to say Ninetales isn't like any bulky at all or anything, it just kind of feels like not real. Fairy type wise, it kind of just only hits like things like that are like super duper effective. Otherwise, it kind of just adds into stuff. It's fine. Like obviously, Eclipse Blizzard does its job. It's just yeah. How am I feeling about this team? I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. The triple mega is kind of awkward. I don't know what you do about that. I'm gonna be honest. These are all like such good mons. These three mons are all like pretty good. Like I don't know how you pick one or two out of these. Like you wouldn't bring all three, right? Like surely not. That'd be kind of ridiculous. No, I can't even picture that. That's like kind of crazy. I don't know. With that in mind, though, I do like a lot of the picks on here. Dragon's obviously strong. It's a lot of strong mons. I'm not really seeing anything like particular sticking out to me, but it's just good stuff. I like what I'm seeing. I'm down to give this an A. Not an S though. Definitely not an S, but very solid A, I would say. That seems reasonable. Yeah, that seems right. Alright. Next team. Big Man Dylan Fan. Fiercely cool guy, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I had to double check that one for sure. What a weirdo team. Your team's weird, dude. You got a weird team. I don't know what's going on here at all. See the speed tiers? They're alright. Definitely on the faster side, to be fair. Like, not at all a bad thing, but I don't know if I call it fast, for sure. Pikachu's a joke mon, I'm sorry. It's frail. It's really frail. Wow, yeah, these support mons are so frail. How do you have all your support mons want Sash? That's crazy. Like, Politoed, I guess, doesn't need it, but I don't know, man. It's kind of awkward that you can't run Rain Dance on Whimsicott, but you have Sableye for that, I guess. That makes you wonder, like, why you're running Sableye and Whimsicott at the same time. It's like, I don't know. And then, like, at the end, there's, like, a random rain mode with, like, our child on Politoed and I guess Simipour. Pikachu is not part of the rain mode, I'm sorry. That's not a real mon. Like, I don't care. Man, what the heck is going on here? I don't even know what to say to this. I'm, like, flabbergasted. I guess Zoroark and Annihilate's kind of fun, but it's already a Ghost type. You're really only beating out other Ghost types with that. And you have Mousehold as well, so it's kind of like, what's going on there? That's Sableye as well. I'm just sitting here like, what is happening? And then also there's a Mega Pyroar. Like, what's going on? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't like this team. I'm just gonna say it. I don't like this team at all. There's probably something here. Like, there probably is. I'm not seeing it. I'm sure there is something here, though. Whimsicott and Hype, Mousehold and Hype, I get it. Do you need both? Do you need both of them? I don't know if you need both of them. Am I crazy here? I don't know. I don't know. This is the one that's left me the most flabbergasted by far. I genuinely don't even know what to think here. I'm almost certain there's something to use here. I am. But as it stands, I don't see it. I'm not seeing the vibe. I'm not seeing the vision. I'm just gonna put it in B and move on. Or D or C, I'm sorry. But it is C. I don't know. If you can do something with that, that's awesome. I don't like the team, personally. I don't like it, so we're gonna move on. Sorry. Like, honestly. Now we're talking. This is some good shit. Garchomp Mega Mawile is an amazing pair. I'm just gonna say it flat out. Those are two amazing mons right next to each other. They work really well together. From experience, I know. That's a fun-ass team together. Aerodactyl too, obviously a great pick to add to that. Hell yeah, dude. Trick Room, easy setup for Trick Room for Furgraf. Mawile Torkoal, hell yeah, that's great. Plain Blastoise, I don't really know what that thing's doing. Kind of just clicking Fake Out, and then like, I guess you can Shell Smash. It's kind of a weird one, but I can see something there at least. Medicham, once again another Fake Out and then die kind of on. It does damage for sure. Like, don't misunderstand. Like, Pure Power is no joke, man. That thing is strong as hell. You don't even need band or anything. It's just like hits immediately hard, ridiculously. So, like, I can see it working. It just seems a little odd on this team in particular. It's not because it's bad, though, by the way. I don't think it's because it's bad. I just think it's a weird mon in general. Rotom Fan, kind of just support filler, kind of. It works. It does its job here. And Mega Houndoom rounding it out. Pretty good Mega to have a secondary option for. If you're not running Trick Room, if you decide against it, you can run Mega Houndoom Torkoal. That's great. Yeah, that works. Let's sing speed tier. 115. Nice. Okay. No, that is a good buff for this thing, because 95 is so insulting for a base Houndoom. That's like ridiculous. But 115 is great. Yeah, that works. I like this team a lot, actually. I think this is S tier. This is bias. I am biased. I love these three mons together. I am biased. This is S tier. Honestly, though, I actually just quite like this team in general, so that's pretty cool. Next team. Next one of mine. Sorry. Flare Blitz. Cool. This is neat. It's pretty cool. This feels kind of just worse than the other team we were looking at before. I think it was Kid's team with the A/Gardevoir and the other mon. I don't remember what it was. What was that one? Was it Garchomp? If so, that's like goated. If it was Garchomp. Hydreigon, right, of course. Yeah, that's perfect, actually. Never mind. We were on Flare Blitz, yes. Certainly not bad, though, to be clear. I think these work. I don't love the Mega Garchomp pick, because you're running... like, your Fairy Dragon Steel Core, you can only bring 2 of to a game, effectively, because both these mons are completely neutered without their item, or without their Mega, I should say. The Mega for Garchomp being base Garchomp, of course, because you can't run Life Orb now. With Mega Garchomp. There's just no sand here, so this is nothing. Yeah, okay. What's going on here? Why are we running Mega Garchomp? I feel like this probably sounds better, right? Am I crazy? I'm not going to look at the teams, like what's left over on the boards. It's fine. I'm just going to assume there was something better and move on from that point. Otherwise, pretty good, though. Yeah, some good picks here. Talonflame obviously goes great with Mega Floette. Rotom Frost. You have some like weirdly weather-reliant mons on this team with like 0 weather control at all. Like it barely even can set weather in the first place, other than obviously picking Sunny Day. Like yeah, that's it. That's kind of all you can do. So that's kind of really awkward. I want to see the vision here, and I do mostly is the thing, but yeah, wow, that is like such a letdown to see Rotom Frost and Mega Garchomp on a team without sand or snow. Like, what are we doing? That's got to take some points off, because I think if this was Garchomp and this was like a different mon that like did a similar role but didn't have to click Blizzard raw, I think this would be S tier pretty solidly. Though obviously easier said than done. Running Mega Garchomp, I get it. I understand how we got there, but yeah. Is this A or B? Because without ignoring these obvious kind of useless traits they have, this team does come together really well otherwise, is the thing. It really does, so I don't know how I feel about that. Honestly, the biggest problem I see is like Talonflame and Typhlosion's could have a tough time like clicking Eruption. But it's not that bad, it's just kind of awkward, I would say. For sure though, it is pretty awkward. That would feel so bad to like click Tailwind and then like get Rock Slided on both of them. Obviously, you'd be going faster, surely, right? I don't know. Meh, it's not that big of an issue. It just feels kind of awkward having a dual-type weakness on, like, mons you'd want them to feel at the same time, I guess I would say. Not a dual-type weakness. They both have the same weakness, considering they want to be on the field kind of at the same time. Like turn 1, like boom, go my Talonflame, go Typhlosion, click Tailwind, click Eruption, boom, everyone's gone. Actually, just getting you both of the same weaknesses, so that's kind of a problem. Other than that, Aegislash does help out a little bit there. Chestnut, I believe, has White Guard as well, so that's kind of cool. Is this S tier? Can we ignore those negatives and just go, okay, it's still good even without that in mind? Can you run base Garchomp without Megaing? Yeah, you can. I wouldn't want to, though. I guess you could run Special Chomp, to be fair. Like, that's something. 115? No, actually 120 even. Yeah, no, that's something. There's something there. Not something good, but there's something there. I almost want to give it S tier because it's really good otherwise. It's just those 1-2 little things. That's why it's going A tier. Alright, yeah, no, sorry. Took way too long to make that decision, but whatever. It's fine, honestly. We're not taking too long here. Next up, Scoobar. This one looks fun. I saw it and it seemed kind of interesting. Another Sneasler user, that's fun. I got you why I already had a discussion about the Raichus. This one's obviously the better one, for sure. Clefable, Arachnid, Mamoswine, all pretty good picks. Mamoswine, I think, is kind of a fake mon. I don't know if it was just the team I had. It was so bad last season. I did nothing with it. I don't know. It might have just been me. I'm going to be so real. But truly, this thing was worthless. It was trash every single game. It may have just been me, to be completely honest with you. That I can accept that may have been my fault. But man, it was just doing nothing. It missed everything. Not like misses and like missed moves. It did miss a couple moves. That wasn't the problem. It was just bad. It wasn't good. And I feel bad about that because I think it might have just been me. But as it stands, that loses points for me having Mamoswine at all. But it does kind of fill the role here of this team. It's fine. It is. It truly is just whatever. Rest of the team's pretty good though. Orthrium's fun. It's not the best one in the world, but it's definitely fun. My biggest question mark here, other than the speed control issue, which you have Sneasler at least, you have Dragonite to click Tailwind, even though, like I've said before, don't really want to be clicking Tailwind to Dragonite, but it's an option. Technically, yeah. It kind of is just Sneasler. Hold on, what? I missed something. I missed it. Oh god. What is going on here with the speed control? No, literally what's happening here with the speed control. I need something to happen here. This team is not bulky enough for this kind of speed control. Also known as none. Also known as next to 0 speed control. Like, that's not enough. I need a little more. Yeah, Sneasler, I guess, does have speed control, but it's like kind of fake when it comes down to it. Especially if they know what you're going for, like, it's kind of fake. Yeah. So you don't have Sash if you're running White Herb, so that's kind of really awkward. I don't know how I feel about that at all. I think Mamoswine needs speed control really badly. That's like the worst thing to happen, is Mamoswine no speed control. This thing is really bad with Scarf. It gets locked into moves so badly. It wants to click all of its moves at once, but it can only click one of them if you're running Scarf. So it's like super bad if you have to run Scarf Mamoswine. Like, Damn, I don't know what's going on here. I'm thinking about that now, I'm not really sure. Mega Sableye especially, I'm just gonna say it, I think Mega Sableye is hot ass. It's a bad mon, which is really so ironic, I know. For the record, I'm so aware how ironic this is. I love Mega Sableye. Amazing design. Cool ability to go with this design. Interesting diversion from what it was doing initially. Like, it has a new role. It definitely does something different than its base design. Does it do something good, though? Not really, I'm gonna be honest. Its stats are okay, at best. Like, there's only so much you can do with 380 BST plus 100. There's only so much. And 50, 125, 115 is fine, but 85 attacking stats is not fine. That's not good. 20 speed, obviously, it's a dump stat, it's fine. Honestly, you can run a Trick Room even, but like, even if you're running Trick Room, what are you doing with Trick Room? Foul play? Shadow Ball? Dude, it's a Sableye, I don't care. Click Shadow Ball, go ahead. Go for it. It's 85 special attack. Calm Mind? Yeah, I guess, but I feel like you don't have the support for Calm Mind necessary. Like, you have Clef, and that's it. Is that enough? I don't think that's enough for Sableye to pop off. I really don't think it is at all. The one thing is you can run not Mega Sableye, which is kind of silly, but you can do that. I can't deny it. Sableye is a mon that it doesn't really need an item. If you run enough bulk, you can probably live whatever hit you need to. Even a special, even a super effective attack, it can live special Dazzling Gleams especially. I've done it plenty of times. Roselli Berry helps though. It's a lot easier when you have Roselli Berry, for example, or to sash flat out, but there's something there, I guess. That is truly the biggest, like, what's going on here kind of pick. Truly, that's the worst one, I think. Mega Swine I'm not a fan of, but that's just me, I think. But seriously, Mesa, what's going on with Mega Sableye, dude? Like, I don't know what's up with that. I think with that in mind, I think this might have to be... This might have to be B tier. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I think this is B tier. I'm sorry, I don't like to see that much. I think in theory a lot of this stuff works, but in practice I don't see what this team does. You're not setting Trick Room with a Spathra. Like, that's not happening. Not really. What are you gonna set Trick Room and then get a speed boost? Like, what are we doing? And I don't think this team's bulky enough to just run bulk alone, and that's it. Dragonite is multi-scale, but after that, it's not that bulky. Houndoom's so frail. Mega Sableye can be bulky, but it's kind of awkward to make it work. Orthworm gets fried by any fire move, or even electric moves do well against it too. Like, obviously that's effective, but you know what I mean? Like, it's just such common stabs that you don't really want to deal with Orthworm especially. This team just feels like it has a lot of weaknesses that aren't really covered anywhere. Like, Clefable is not good enough redirection to, like, beat all of these problems. In theory, I think you can make this team work. I just think it's missing some stuff. Mainly, like, fast speed control, or very slow speed control in Trick Room. Like, if there's a Trick Room mode here, this would be, like, 8 times better. But as it stands, there's nothing. You have a Spathra to set Trick Room with. That's not a Trick Room mon. That's fake. That's not real. So, yeah, I think it's B tier overall. Like, I do want to give this team good because I don't hate it, but functionality-wise, I don't think it's good. I just don't think it works. That's all. Alright. After that spiel, let's move on to the next team here, eh? Sebas. They're returning after a little bit, I think. It's so funny, I kind of didn't really notice that a bunch of people weren't, like, present last season. I just didn't notice at all. I'm like, oh, this person's back, or I didn't even know they were gone. That's so weird. I don't know why I didn't. Okay, whatever. Not naming any names. Yeah, Sebas' team, it's good. It's fun, yeah. I think Glaceon's kind of a fake partner for Mega Frostlass, but it's functional. It definitely is an ice type. It's like, I can't deny that, it is an ice type. And it does have a good special attack, like, for sure, yeah. It is what I'm thinking it is, right? Yeah, no, yeah, that's what I thought. This is something. There's something here, for sure. But ice is really, truly such a bad defensive typing. I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Dude. Like, King Gambit shows up and solos this team, I feel like. Like, genuinely. Scrafty obviously puts up a fight, I guess, but... Damn, dude. Scrafty gives it +1, and then it sucker punches everything else to death that it can't directly beat normally. Damn, dude, that's kind of brutal. Obviously, Corviknight could be a problem, I guess, but... I don't know. Yeah, Mega Everest is kind of just here also. I'm seeing, like, yeah. It sure is a Mega. Like, it's kind of a Trick Room mode there, I think. Like, Slowking's fine for Trick Room setting. It's definitely functional. Yeah, no, not bad at all. I think it's pretty good, even. If Cobra Cloak is in the game, that'd be fantastic, but as it stands, not really. You are getting fake outed. That's just gonna happen, and that's okay, but you do have to think about that at least. I don't hate this team, though. It's definitely kind of weird, for sure. We've got the Mega T-Tar, Corviknight X-Drill. Once again, another Rotom with this team. Like, that's, yep. That sure is another, like, mini sand team we have going on here. Scrafty, another mon that's really common to sand. How do I feel about this? Because Mega Frostlass T-Tar is such a weird contrast. Because I feel like they're not bad together, kind of. Like, you're not going to run them at the same time, obviously. Mega Frostlass, like, Glaceon's, like, it's not that good of, like, a lead. I don't know. Like, imagine you ran into Megazord Y. That lead is cooked. Obviously, you ran Sand there, but I'm just saying. It feels like it loses some, like, some basic-ish stuff. So I don't know how I feel about this team. It has good traits. It truly does. Like, I genuinely think this core of, like, Rotom Heat through Excadrill, even Scrafty, Rotom Heat through Sylveon, even I would say. That's a great little core right there. That does function really well. And then you have some other mons that are doing other stuff, and I don't really know what they're going for exactly. I could see Corviknight and Mega Frostlass being on the same set. If those could work together, I could see that, yeah. Even Rotom Heat, that would be fine. Yeah, okay. No. I'm not trying to be too harsh here, because I actually think this team does work. It just feels a little off to me. Can't really describe it. Like, I wouldn't call it a B tier team at all. It might just be A tier, and we just call it that. Like, we just keep it A tier. This is so flooded. A tier is flooded. We'll probably bump some up to S, some down to B, you know? No, but I do think it seems functional enough to go into A. Yeah, A tier. It does feel a little off to me. I'm not gonna lie, it does feel a teeny bit off. I can't really describe exactly what's wrong with it, though. Oh no. I forgot about this. Okay, so, well, I mean, like, if you see Venusaur on the team, you're almost certainly going to be running Zard Y, right? Like, you're not running base Venusaur without Chlorophyll, right? Surely? I guess Klefki can click Sunny Day. That feels kind of weird, though. I don't know, like, Venusaur and Klefki next to each other clicking Sunny Day and then getting roasted alive with a Heat Wave just sounds really funny to me. Like, I'm sorry. That sounds like that could totally happen and it would be really funny. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. This triple mega core at the beginning is just so bizarre. Like, I don't know. I actually do think Zard plus Scrafty is like a decent combo of megas, but not two Zards. Like, I feel like that alone is enough to be like, what is going on here? I'm giving this a poor rating, right? Like, I don't know. But, like, it kind of works, though. But I, like, kind of see the vision. But it's also, like, insane, and I don't want to encourage this, but it also kind of works. But why are you running Dragapult with these teams? I don't know. I guess if you want to run Zard Y plus Dragapult, okay, yeah, I guess. But that's another point against running Megazard X, you know? Like, why is Megazard X here? What is this thing doing other than sowing chaos? Is that it? Because I feel like you can get more out of Slot than sowing chaos. Especially Zard Y, or Zard X, I mean, that's like a good 13 points minimum. I don't remember exactly how much it is. It might be 12 points, but even then, that's a 12-point mark. That's a lot of points you're using right there. For like a, not a joke pick exactly, but a psychological, what the hell am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? A pick designed just to confuse someone isn't real, is what I'm trying to say. I think it's the best way to put it. Like, you just run Megazard Y most of the time, I feel like. Megazard X kind of sucks. It's not the worst mon, it really isn't, but I just don't think it's that good in VGC. Like, it's so awkward to run Dragonets with that thing. It's not nearly bulky enough for some reason, I don't know why. But yeah, I mean, I think there's something here is the worst part. I really do think there's something here. But I, like, hate it, and I don't want to encourage it, and I don't like it. And I just feel like I have to give this a bad rating just because of that. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't think this is a good thing to do with your points. This is like a whole Mega Slot. Not that you literally have to use. Obviously, you're not going to run it every game because you have a Megazord Y sitting right there. But just why? Just why? I have to put it in C. I'm sorry. I actually think it might even be B. But just because of some of these picks, I can't give it more than C. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm sorry. The Trickery mode is imaginary on this team. Yeah, Creamy is here also. Like, I don't know what some of these picks are doing at all. What are you gonna run? Mega Scrafty, Dragapult? That's it! I literally don't know what Wand you run otherwise. Redirection with Ariados? I guess, bro. I guess. You gonna run D-Dance Scrafty? Why? I'm sorry. I don't want to be, like, mean here, but this is just bizarre in, like, the worst way. I don't like this team at all, actually. Never mind. Forget B. This is solidly C. I'm sorry. No. For just a moment, I thought I saw behind the barrier. I thought I saw into the mind of Perry and went, okay, wait, I can see how this... No, I lost it. It's gone. I don't get this team at all. I'm just gonna move on, I think. I'm sorry, but I just, yeah. Drops. A little bit more sane. I actually really like this team. I'm gonna be honest, I remember typing in and being like, wow, that's kind of neat. Mega Clef's a weird pick, obviously. I assume it's because Clef got sniped. We actually saw that pretty recently. I think it was maybe Flare Blitz. No. Wrong team. Scubar. Yes, I see. Okay. There's something here for sure, but I think you don't need to Mega Clef that much. It just has that little niche there just in case you need it. You don't want to get slept. Boom. Mega Evolve, you're good. As it stands, though, that is probably the biggest weakest link here. Because you probably just want redirection some other way. I don't know. It's fine as it stands, because the rest of the team is really good, and I like it a lot. Obviously, Incineroar, Milotic, Serena, that's a really fun core there. I like that a lot. Como, Metagross, Gardevoir, those mons are really good together, I think. Even ignoring just the obvious, type cores there, these mons just function well together. I can't really describe it. Just like a strong physical attacker, strong special attacker, and like a strong setup sweeper kind of deal with Como. That's a good combo right there. And Mega Scolipede, that mon is so interesting. It's not a good mon, to be clear. That mon is ass, but I want to see it do something. That sounds so cool. I want it to do something so badly. This team seems so tailor-made to be able to support Mega Scolipede to do anything. Just something. And I don't know if it's going to be able to do that, but I think they might try to at least. I do think it's cool, though. I do like Scolpide's a really cool idea, but what were they doing with the stats, man? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll be real with you. There's something there, though. I mean, Iron Defense is a thing. Not being able to run leftovers, though, huge downgrade, huge issue that you could get away with base Scolipede at least. Although, obviously, you're going to be way less bulky with base Scolipede. Me knowing it. This team's really good. I actually might just put this in S tier and call it a day, because I like this team a lot, genuinely. The speed control's a bit iffy, but it's also just a slower team in general, so you kind of just want to be bulky and go with that. Milotic's great at that. Incineroar's obviously great at that. Serena can be bulky when it needs to be. It's not really that bulky of a mon, but it can do its job. Scolipede is obviously trying to be bulky. Its typing's really weird for that, but it can be bulky. Mega Gardevoir, definitely on the further side, but can also get away with it too. No, this works, yeah. I do like this team a lot. I know I've been complaining a lot about speed control. I know Steve doesn't have great speed control, but I don't know, man. It just hits right. It's cool when Drops does it, I guess. I don't know. I wish there was another reason there. I just like this team more than the other ones. I can't describe it any other way. I just like this team in other ways that I don't like other teams that have bad speed control, for example. Which, ironically, I don't think this team has... Perry's team, for example, has that bad speed control. It's just a weird... I don't know. It's fine. I'm not gonna talk about the team anymore. I don't like that team. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna move on. Confused. Next team. Take a sip of water real quick. We're just about done. Last two teams here. Kind of going out with a bang, I think. Both of these are pretty cool. Alright. Confused first team here. Does a lot of stuff Katie's team does. I think it honestly just does better. Am I crazy? I mean, we could just compare them directly. I mean, yeah. Mega Staraptor, Delphox, obviously those are the obvious ones, but even ignoring that, it's Gourgeist versus Sinistral, which is a hilarious comparison in terms of viability. That's hilarious. I think Sinistral and Mega Staraptor is a really good combo, just in general. Even just straight stab hitting Contrary and the boosting Staraptor's attack is sick as hell. And then that heals the Sinistral that much. That's so sick. That's awesome. But yeah, not Mega Delphox, obviously good mon. Not really doing anything with that levitate ability, but it's just no, Crocodile's there. Sorry, I actually looked right over that. I don't know why. I literally looked at Crocodile and just stared right past it. But it so is here, and it's honestly eating. This thing's cracked on this team. No, I actually love this team. This team's great. Grimmsnarl is kind of weird nowadays without T-Wave. It's not bad for sure, but it kind of just clicks Reflect Light Screen and kind of just attacks for the rest of the fight, and that's it's fine. Typing's good though, for sure. Definitely not a bad mon. Just kind of awkward nowadays. Definitely does its job though. Hold on. That's true. I don't know why I didn't think about this before. Grimmsnarl, what moves do you have? Do you have Tickle? No. Charm? No. Screech? No. Fake Tears? Yes. Okay. That's something, at least. He gets Fake Tears, at least. Like, bare minimum. I suppose that's something. Okay, Scary Face. That's kind of cool. Actually, that's kind of sick, actually, yeah. Okay, actually, yeah. No, that's cool as hell. Scary Face Megastaraptor. That's kind of... I didn't really consider that until now. Ooh, whoopsies. Weird there? No, I don't think so. Megastaraptor. Celestial. I just like to see him. I'm gonna be so honest. I just like to see him a lot. Mega Malmar is also here. It's one of those. Just has like kind of a random 1.1 that is a mega, but it doesn't really do anything. So it's kind of just like, okay, you got this, Mega Malmar. I believe in you. No, no. I think this is just S tier. I'm gonna be honest. I like to see him a lot. I'm just gonna say it. I like more than KD's even. I'm just gonna say that. I think it just works better with these three especially. But even like Gudra Sinister, that's really cool. Crocodile's great. Intimidate support. Cleaver is also here doing damage. Rotom Wash, always a good one. Does this job really well. And Altaria is weather control, kind of, like whatever, it's fine. Once again, not amazing speed control, but good bulk. So it kind of makes up for it there, I'd say. You do have the Megastaraptor Grimmsnarl option, which is hilarious, but not exactly great or anything. I guess bare minimum, you can click Scary Face with Grimmsnarl on the opponent's team, obviously. That works, I suppose. But I'm not in love with it, for sure. It's kind of there. Definitely up there as one of the weaker links here. But not because it's awful, just because it's not as good as it once was. Which isn't really fair, because it's still functional as it is now. Anyways. One last team. Guardiasada. I like it. I'm just gonna say it outright. I like this team a lot. Gambit with Rain is a great combo already. Just even ignoring everything else. Pelipper, Gambit on its own, already kind of cool. Not even factoring any synergies there. Just those two on its own, already a good combo. Basculegion, amazing Rainmon, obviously. We all know this. Like, yeah. Mega Dragonite, also great Rainmon. You don't really think of it like that, kind of, because it's just kind of a weird mon in general, but great special moves for Rain. Thunder or Hurricane, just drops Dracos just because, why not? That stuff works, it really does in Rain. Vivillon, great Hurricane spammer in Rain. You don't even need to run Combo Dies, you can run Friend Guard, for example, like that's cool. Shield Dust even if you don't want to get Fake Out, like yeah. That's like sick. That's like really cool tech there. Infernape, less viable for sure, but it clicks Fake Out, does its job. Kangaskhan, once again, another Fake Out mon, has Inner Focus instead, so it actually do stuff. If you're going against opponents Fake Out, like that's pretty cool. Toxapex is also here. I swear the other rain team also had Toxapex. I think it was also the first team I looked at. Nope, I was thinking of something else. My bad. Who was that then? I do want to check that because I remember seeing a Pex and being like, I don't know if I agree with that. Kind of this team. No, it was. I think it was the team I was talking about. I don't hate Pex here. It's kind of there as well. Who was the team that had Pex? Because I think there were... No, never mind. There's only two Pexes, obviously. Duh. It's draft. That's how it works. But no, yeah, I actually quite like Pex in general, but it just doesn't really do much when you have Pelipper also, it feels like. Like, I don't think this team is very bulky, so I think Pex is kind of just filling a hole that doesn't really need to be filled. Like, you don't have to run bulky if you're running, like, an offensive team. Like, I think it's fine. You can just run offensive, like, that's totally functional. But maybe prove me wrong about that one. I honestly don't see the relation with Toxapex, especially in draft when they know to prep for it. Like, I don't know. I'm sure you can make it work, though. I can see that, for sure. Trevenant is also here. Enables a Trick Room mode that is kind of there. Pelipper is kind of slow when you think about it, but it's mostly just King Gambit on that Trick Room team. Like, I don't know. You know, I can actually see Basculegion with adaptability and like a water boosting move, or water boosting item, I would say. That could be something. There's something there. Honestly, this team's great. Except for the obvious issue that we all know is coming. Mega Raichu X. This sure is a Pokemon that exists. I do think this fits on this team a bit better, but I don't love it. Yeah, I mean, it kind of boosts Mega Dragonite's Thunders. Actually, does it? Because Mega Dragonite's flying, so I don't think it does. Is that wrong? I always mix this up because the Rising Voltage is like a different interaction. I'm not going to fact check that. I don't actually care that much. There is some kind of interaction with being a flying mon and getting a boost with terrain and stuff. I don't remember exactly how it works because of Rising Voltage. It's fine. It's really fine. I'll check it later. But Mega Raichu X, kind of anti-synergy on this team with Vivillon, especially with Sleep Powder. Kind of just doesn't do what you want there, funnily enough. I don't love it. I don't love Mega Raichu X in this team, I'm gonna be honest. Like, picture that instead as Mega Raichu Y, and that's fire. Obviously, it got taken on both sides, like, for sure. But I don't know. Mega Raichu X, I do feel like it's holding this team down a bit. But not because it's, like, awful or something, just because it's a little bit worse than its other options, I feel like. To be honest, I don't know what those other options are exactly, if I'm being totally real here. I just don't love Mega Raichu X, just in general, so I think it's enough to, like, knock it down a little bit. Is that A or S, though? It's C. No, I'm kidding. That's temporary. I'm just looking at the theme again. How are we feeling? How am I feeling about that? I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I think it's still worth an S. I think it is. This is a good team, for sure. But, like, definitely. Yeah, no, it is, definitely. Alright, okay. No, that's fine. Alright. Last chance look here. We're gonna look at all the teams real quick. We're gonna see if there's any changes I want to make. It's a bunch of S tiers, a bunch of A tiers, not a B and C. It happens. You know, I am kind of... I guess I would say on the more generous side when it comes down to it. Choose team is actually fine. I don't think it should be any lower than A. Look black and white. That should be in... Where is that? I always... No, it's an S. That's accurate. Yeah, I think that seems great. Kids team, for example, is also great. That's S as well, yeah. Kitty's team, they put it in A initially. How are we feeling about that still? I would love some real speed control here. Otherwise, it is really good without that in mind. But, like... Man! I want to like this team, but I don't. I'll be so honest, I don't like this team that much. There's a lot of good traits on here, but also that speed control is killing me. So I think it has to say A at most. Almost B. I'm gonna be so honest, it's almost in B. It really is, I'm gonna be so real. I almost think it's B, but I'm gonna leave it an A. You're getting spared with an A minus. That's totally fine, honestly. I don't really do that too often, but, you know, I was thinking about it at least. This last team is fine. I think it was A tier. You know, I remember having a good amount of complaints here, but I do think it's pretty functional overall, especially with, like, with screens. Like, you can kind of get away with the bad speed control, but I almost... Goldango without speed control. It's like, what are we doing? Man, wow, this is like so much more awkward than it would be. I think this has to go down to B, I'm sorry. I don't see no much looking at it again. Let me take a look at it here, maybe it looks a little better. Maybe it looks a little better on a different lighting. No. It's like just not bulky enough. It's bulky, it is, like for sure. Like Melodic, Goldango, these can be like really bulky mons. Obviously, multi-scale, like yeah. I think like coming together, it's like a little too fragile to be running like this bad speed control they have here. Like Mega Dragonite's not real speed control, I'm sorry, like it's not real. I don't know what to tell you, like it's not real. Why does someone run speed control? I don't know. It seems it's fine. I think I gave it A. I think it's probably as good as it. S? I give this S? Hello? Wait, no, I know why. Never mind. Never mind. No, it's fine. I was overthinking it a little. I don't love Tricker mode on here. But you don't need to run Tricker, I guess. Like, it's totally fine as it stands. S is fine. I'm fine with S, actually, yeah. The rest of these, I think, are fine, mostly. I mean... See, mine's fine. Maybe bump this up to S just cuz? No. I'll leave the nepotism aside this time around. Like, alright, fine. I guess I can't really move this over anymore, can I? Alright, well, that's fine. Always Glue, Young Always Glue's team is good, for sure. Like Raichu X, by the way. which actually I think brought it down a tier, actually. Actually, no, it's actually S tier. Okay, hold on, yeah. No, it's really good. No, it's really good, yeah, for sure. Then Pikachu's team, I think, is perfectly reasonable A. Yeah. No, that feels right, yeah, for sure. This one, Stacks, I think, is A. I still kind of agree with that mostly. Although I do think it's probably closest to being on the cusp of S tier. I just don't love some of the stuff here. It's staying A, I'm sorry. It's staying in A, for sure. This one's weird. I'm sorry. I don't know what to think of this team. I still don't. No. No, I don't like it. No, I don't like it at all. I'm sorry. I'm actually almost certain you can do stuff here, as I've mentioned before, but I just can't. I can't get behind this team at all. I really can't. I can't do it. I'm not strong enough. I'm not strong enough to get this team any higher than it already has. Which is the lowest tier, I'm sorry. With that in mind, let me... What is Electricity again? Could this be A tier? Could this be A tier? I remember giving this B tier kind of early and be like, oh, maybe that's kind of low. But... well... I think it's a bit more focused than other teams, I should say, but... then again, I don't know if I love it. I think B is fair, if I'm being totally honest. I think B is fair. It doesn't feel that strong. It feels strong, but not like... I wish I could articulate what I'm trying to say here more correctly. I just can't put it into words exactly. Don't love this team. I just don't. I don't know. Kids is obviously really good. I looked at this, sorry. Yeah. Scores team, I think I did end up putting this in B. I have my issues with this team, I'm gonna be honest, I really do. I don't like speed control at all. Like, genuinely what's happening here, I don't know. I have no idea. You can't just get away with Clefable redirection, that's not enough. I really don't think it is. I grant you why, it's in real speed control. Like, it does its job, kind of, but not really. And Steamslar is only kind of real speed control as well. Like, at least it has more consistent ways to get speed control, but I don't love it. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not in love with it. So sorry, that's B worthy, I think. I don't know. Rest of the Sebas' team, I think, put A. I still mostly agree with that, I would say. Yeah, no, this mostly, I still agree with you. Barry's team, I'm not looking at that one again, I'm sorry. I'm good. I'm good. Pass. Pass. Actually, this is actually one of my favorite teams on here. If I had to just rank in terms of like how much I like them, I think this is probably at the top, honestly. This team's so much fun. I don't know if I gave it S. I did, in fact, give it S. I don't know if it necessarily deserves S, but it's fine. I think it's reasonable enough to give this S tier. I'm actually good with that. This is... yeah, nah, this is just favoritism, I think. I just like this team, so it gets a higher score. Simple as that. Confused team, very good. I think it was S tier as well, yeah. The last team are also S, I believe, yes, because these are good teams. I think Mega Rescue X is definitely holding this one back the most, but it isn't, like, awful. It's just kind of awkward. That's it. So, yeah, I think that's gonna be it. This is the whole list. Nothing else, nothing more. Simple as that. If you don't agree with my choices, make one yourself. I don't know. This was shorter at least. That was good. That was a little faster. I know it was only 10 people, or 20 people, total temper draft, but still. I think I tried to cut it down a little bit here and there, even though I did go on wild tangents at times. But yeah, that's kind of it. That's going to be it from me. And have a nice day, everybody, and good luck with the draft. See ya.